Beneath the cover of the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, actresses, like anyone else, can be entangled in legal battles and controversies. Join FactsVerse as we take you on a journey into the instances where Hollywood actresses have been arrested. Winona Ryder. Winona Ryder, the Hollywood starlet famed for her portrayals of complex and troubled characters, found herself in a real-life drama when she was arrested for shoplifting at a high-end Beverly Hills store. Ryder was also accused of illegally possessing an antidepressant. The drama unfolded when the vigilant eyes of a store video surveillance camera allegedly captured Ryder stashing the numerous items of clothing into a large bag she brought with her into a store. The actress spent a tense 4 hours in police custody before securing her release on $20,000 of bail. Despite the circumstances, she remained calm and cooperative, displaying no signs of drug influence. Insiders stated that Ryder, the owner of a $3 million Beverly Hills mansion, was seen using a pair of scissors to deftly remove security tags from the stolen merchandise. Upon leaving the store, security personnel intercepted her, leading to her detention on the sidewalk in front of Saks. Of course, this was more than 20 years ago, and it appears that in the years since, Winona Ryder has completely turned it around. Jane Fonda. Renowned for her exceptional acting skills, Jane Fonda is a Hollywood icon who's made a name for herself not only on the silver screen but also as a fervent activist. Her unwavering commitment to social causes has often led her to cross paths with the law. Her encounters began in 1970 when she was on a speaking tour for a series of anti-war demonstrations. During a stop at Cleveland Airport, Fonda was arrested by several officers on drug charges, as reported by Cleveland authorities. However, they were later dropped when it was revealed the pills in question were actually prescribed medications and vitamins. Nearly a half-century later, Fonda's activism remains undiminished, leading her to the steps of the Capitol in October of 2019. Once again, she found herself in handcuffs, this time protesting climate change policy. Authorities in D.C. later confirmed to The Hollywood Reporter that Fonda would not be charged for her prior arrest during these protests. But she did spend a night in jail following one of the initial arrests. Notably, she was arrested 5 separate times during these climate change protests, once alongside her Grace and Frankie co-star Sam Waterston. These arrests brought her total to an impressive 6, marking her as one of Hollywood's most daring and socially conscious actresses. Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart, the renowned lifestyle guru and business magnate, found herself embroiled in a high-profile legal scandal in 2001. On December 21st of that year, she decided to sell approximately 4,000 shares of ImClone Systems, a biomedical company specializing in cancer therapeutics. The next day, ImClone's share price plummeted following the announcement that the FDA rejected Erbitux, the company's latest cancer drug. When queried about her seemingly prescient stock sale, Stewart maintained her innocence. She claimed the sale was not spurred by insider information, but rather was in line with a pre-established agreement with her broker, Peter Bacanovic of Merrill Lynch. But in September 2002, the wheels of justice began to turn as the Department of Justice initiated an investigation into Stewart's suspicious stock sale and allegations of insider trading. Less than a year after investigations began, she faced indictment on securities fraud and obstruction of justice. She was compelled to step down as the chairman and CEO of Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia, though she retained a seat on the company's board. The trial commenced in February 2003, and in the summer of the following year, she was handed a 5-month prison sentence, completed by an equal period of home confinement. She was also slapped with a hefty fine of $30,000 and given a 2-year probationary period. The saga culminated on March 4, 2005, when the billionaire businesswoman was released from federal prison. Lori Loughlin. Lori Loughlin, the beloved Aunt Becky from Full House, and her husband, Massimo Giannulli, found themselves at the center of a scandal that hit the core of college admissions in the U.S. The couple were sentenced to prison terms, 2 months for Loughlin and 5 months for Giannulli, after they pleaded guilty to charges relating to the scandal. They were found guilty of paying $500,000 to a sham charity run by Rick Singer, the mastermind behind the wide-reaching scandal. The sum was utilized as a bribe to create fake athletic profiles for their daughters, Olivia Jade and Isabella Rose. These profiles falsely portrayed the girls as skilled crew members, ensuring their admission to the prestigious University of Southern California. despite complete lack of experience in the sport. When the trial began, Loughlin and Giannulli were among the few who stood firm and pleaded not guilty. But after maintaining their innocence, they suddenly changed their tune and agreed to a plea bargain with prosecutors. Legal experts have revealed Loughlin and Giannulli were at risk of being sentenced to a whopping 20 years in prison if they went to trial and were convicted. Mae West. Mae West, an iconic Hollywood star of the golden era, is celebrated not only for her exceptional acting skills, but also for her boldness in defying conventional norms. Her unapologetic attitude once landed her in jail for 8 days, cementing her status as a fearless trailblazer. In 1927, during a stint on Broadway, West was performing in a play she wrote called Sex. The play pushed the boundaries of what was considered acceptable in the conservative society of the 20s, boldly exploring themes of sexuality and desire. The play's audacity attracted law enforcement's attention, and West was arrested on charges of, quote, corrupting the morals of youth. She was sentenced to 10 days in jail, but it was reduced to 2 days for good behavior. She leveraged this incident further to engage her image as a rebellious and empowered woman. Susan Sarandon. Academy Award-winning actress Susan Sarandon, well known for her acting skills and political activism, has been arrested twice for her participation in protests. The first incident occurred in June of 2018 when Sarandon was one of 575 women arrested in Washington, D.C. during a sit-in protest against the Trump administration's immigration policies. They were demonstrating against the separation of migrant families at the U.S.-Mexico border. Sarandon, unapologetic about her stance, later confirmed the arrest on Twitter, stating, quote, arrested, stay strong, keep fighting. Fast forward to October 2023, Sarandon once again found herself handcuffed during a minimum wage protest. In a dramatic scene at the New York State Capitol in Albany, she was among 8 individuals arrested during a protest demanding equitable wages for restaurant workers. The 76-year-old Oscar laureate wasn't just another face in the crowd, she's the president of the One Fair Wage organization, which organized the protest. In the aftermath of the protest, New York State Police issued a statement indicating the group was charged with a single count of disorderly conduct. They were handed tickets, mandating their appearance at the Albany City Court on a later date. After the formalities, all the arrested individuals, including Sarandon, were released. Lindsay Lohan. From freckle-faced Disney star to established actress, Lohan's career has been a journey of transformation and growth. But it's a shame her legal troubles have become just as noteworthy as her impressive acting career. Navigating her legal issues is no easy task given the many arrest warrants and probation revocations that have punctuated her life. She's been arrested officially 7 times, each incident adding another layer to her troubled narrative. During May of 2007, she found herself in hot water after being arrested for DUI in Beverly Hills. The incident even led to a brief hospitalization. 2 months later, she found herself in deeper trouble, facing felony charges for drug possession and driving on a suspended license. Her disregard for court orders led to an arrest warrant in May of 2010 when she failed to attend a court and DUI progress hearing. But she managed to avoid jail time by posting bail. The following year, she was caught in the act of shoplifting a necklace. And later in the year, she was arrested for allegedly assaulting a woman in a club, though the district attorney chose not to pursue the case. Now it's time to hear from you. Which of these arrest stories was most shocking to hear about? Let us know in the comments section below.